Countdown Intelligence presents 11 ways to deal with people who don't respect you. When someone disrespects us, it can take a toll on our self-esteem. It doesn't feel great. Whether it's a rude comment or a contemptuous attitude, these actions leave a bad taste in our mouths. I also ask, what is the correct response to this? It's easy to backfire on them by fighting fire with fire. But where does it really take you? There is no better place than them. Instead, recognize that showing kindness and respect is never a bad thing, especially when dealing with these types of people. So here are 11 ways to deal with people who don't respect you. 1. Not personally. When you are talking to someone, they say things that you find offensive. Before you denounce and crucify them, take a step back. Perhaps they are older people, unaware that some of the terminology from previous generations is now considered outdated and offensive. This is your chance to educate them and teach them better. It takes practice to not take these comments seriously. But once you can do that, you'll be better able to deal with it later. Also, don't let negative comments about yourself reach you. Remember, when someone says something rude about you, it's more about them than about you. In fact, a study by a Wake Forest University psychology professor found that what people say about others reveals a lot about who they are. A vast number of negative personality traits are associated with viewing others negatively. Therefore, there is no point in taking things personally if we take these consequences seriously. What people say about you clearly says more about themselves than what they have to do with you. 2. Think before you say something to them. If someone doesn't respect you, you may reflexively fight back. Doesn't it feel great when you pull off the perfect comeback for someone who teased you? It's thrilling now, but it only makes things worse. So be patient before you retaliate with vehement rebuttals. Break down. Ask yourself which answer options are available and what the outcome of each answer will be. You can stop the fight before it starts. 3. Get contextual advice. While this article looks at the main ways to deal with someone who doesn't respect you, it may also be helpful to talk to a relationship coach about your situation. Get advice specific to your life and experiences from a professional relationship coach. Relationship Hero is a website where highly qualified relationship coaches help people in complex and difficult situations. B. When someone disrespects them, these are very popular resources for people facing this kind of challenge. How should I know? Well, I reached out to her a few months ago when I was going through a rough patch in my relationship. After a long period of musing, they gave me unique insight into the dynamics of my relationship and how to put it back together again. I was blown away by how wonderful, empathetic, and genuinely helpful my coach was. In just minutes, you can connect with a certified relationship coach for personalized advice. 4. Ask yourself if it's worth answering. There are battles not worth fighting. Suppose you launch a killer comeback against them. It can hurt even more. A full-on battle then erupts. You insult each other, scream at the top of your lungs, and get almost physical in places. What did you want to achieve there? You may have gotten your way, but now you're out of a relationship, hurt for each other, and no one is a better person. John Richardson, professor of negotiations at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, said, "Don't start with, 'How do you make this deal? Would you like to make this deal?' It's not worth it. Anyway, on the whole, is it even worth getting so excited about what someone said about you? Wouldn't you have had the option of ignoring what was said or ignoring it and not letting your ego get so involved?" 5. Confront her about it. If you decide to confront them about their actions, give them space to explain their side. Remember to be friendly and respectful when discussing this with them. Ask if they have a problem with you, why they behaved that way, and what you can do to help them in the future. You don't have to be aggressive when confronting her. You can invite her to step aside for a few minutes and discuss your feelings. You need to tell them how you feel so they can understand why you were offended or disrespected. 6. Understand where they come from. One possible reason they behaved this way is that they have personal problems and take out their anger and frustration on others. Confronting them is a great opportunity to listen to them, make them feel that they are really being heard, and allow them to express their feelings in a healthy way. Put yourself in their shoes and forgive them for what they did. You may go out with new friends. Christopher Berglund of Psychology Today offers some excellent advice. Don't take rudeness personally. Maybe the person is just having a bad day and taking it out into the world. Empathizing with the roots of a person's controversial behavior can often break the vicious cycle of rudeness as a sign that the person is unhappy and kind. 7. Be kind. A mature response is to continue to show them kindness and respect. If someone scolds you, just smile and ignore it. You always have choices about how you react to situations. Responding in a friendly manner encourages behavior that you would like to see more of. However, this is not always easy. Know that by doing this, you become a role model for yourself and can set an example for others on how to behave when someone is disrespecting them. Remember, it's important not to put yourself on the level of rude people. Psychologist F. Diane Boss, LCSW, sums it up nicely. We can't stop all the rude people in the world. But even if we seem to be successful in ignoring the rules, we can still try to maintain our sense of what is right and what is wrong. 8. Ask others for help. Don't be afraid to ask others for help if things get too hard. Talk to family and friends about how this person makes you feel and ask them what they can do about it. It hurts when someone doesn't respect us. You need a place to express your pain and sorrow. Don't force it into the bottle, as it will make you look awkward. Very quickly, they disrespect others to hide their pain. Seeking others is not a sign of weakness. Even the military calls for reinforcements. Sometimes you really need guidance on what to do next and how to respond in a friendly and respectful way. 9. Leave the situation. If someone consistently disrespects you and you don't know why, you can just walk away. As a person with dignity, you don't have to spend time with people who don't respect you. Nothing prevents you from getting up and walking. Leaving tells others you're not there for their bachelor's degree. Suffer. You respect yourself too much to just sit back and take it. 10. Don't try to change. When they open up to you about the issues surrounding why they're treating you that way, it's easy to feel like they know what's best for the person. Maybe it's because of their abusive upbringing in the violent environment they grew up in. In any case, it's not your responsibility to change them voluntarily. Sure, you can guide them talk how to behave better, but you can't force them to be kind if they're naturally defeated. We must respect their abilities and limitations. If you try to make them different people, you'll be a disrespectful person between the two of you. You can learn to be close to them, but you should always keep your distance with respect. It's an impossible situation that definitely can't be improved. And if they're a narcissist or a toxic person, trying to fix it won't work. Don't try to change them. Don't expect them to change, or you'll be disappointed. 11. Avoid being around people who don't respect you. The company you maintain is just as important as who you are and what you do. Spending most of your time with people who criticize and belittle you can hinder your personal growth. If your dream is to be an artist and they make fun of you for showing them your paintings, that might just stop you from pursuing your passion. Life is short. We are not given enough time to interact with people who do not treat us with respect and dignity. Even if they are your close friends, if they constantly harass you or treat you badly, you may be better off without them. Find someone new to be with. I'm looking for someone who has a community of people just like you who tell me to do a good job and keep moving forward. After all, everyone deserves decency and respect, even those who don't show it. People who don't respect you may actually be jealous of you. Another reason they might deliberately disrespect you is that you've hurt them in the past and didn't realize it. Either way, it's always important to treat them politely and work things out. Talk to them about your problems like a mature adult. Try to understand the other person's point of view, take responsibility for your actions, and apologize for your mistakes. By and large, these are small battles to fight. You'd be better off spending your time working together towards something of value to others.